تمام. Dear third prep, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud with you today to introduce a new mathematics lesson. Today, inshallah, we have Unit 1, Lesson 4. The lesson is called Some Polynomial Function. Last lesson we studied the polynomial function, and we studied the degree of the polynomial function and the meaning of polynomial function. In this lesson, inshallah, we are going to study 3 types of polynomial functions: constant, linear and quadratic. Let's start the lesson. First, we start with the constant function. First, what the meaning of the constant function? The constant function is a 0-degree function, okay, and written in the form f of x equal number. Okay, for example, if we have f of x equal number like 2, for example, okay, this number is constant. Whatever the value of x, this number equal 2. Okay, for example, if we have x equal 0, so f of 0 equal 2, and written in form of order pair 0 and 2 like this, and this 0 and 2 represented on the graph by the point 0 and 2 here like this. Okay, and if x equal 1, so f of 1 equal also 2, and represented by order pair 1 and 2. Okay, and here 1 and go up to 2. Finally, if x equal 2, so f of 2 equal 2, represented by 2 and 2, okay, and here 2 and 2 like this. By connecting the 3 points, we get a straight line parallel to x-axis, and this straight line intersect x-axis at the point 0, 2. Okay, 2 here is the value of f of x, so I can say that represent the constant function represented by straight line parallel to x-axis and passes through 0 and f of x. F of x in this example is equal 2, so it is 0 and 2. Okay, example for some examples for the constant function. If we have a line parallel to x-axis and passes through 5, this number is f of x equal 5. Another example, if a number passes through 4, this number f of x equal 4. Another example, if straight line passing through 3, so it is f of x equal 3. If passes through 2, it f of x equal 2. If passes through 1, so it is f of x equal 1. And if the line passes through 0, this is the x-axis. Don't forget, x-axis is f of x equal 0. Okay. Now we have an example 1. Complete the following, and this is a very important question. Number 1, the x-axis is a graphical representation of the function f of x equal 0 as I took before. And number 2, f of x equal -3, so f of 0 equal also -3, okay, because this is a constant function. And here f of x equal 3, so f of 5 and f of -5. This is a tricky. Okay, f of 5 equal 3 and f of -5 also equal 3, so this is 3 plus 3 equal 6. And number 4, f of x equal 5, so f of 5 over f of 10 equal 5 over 5, which is equal 1. And number 5, if f of x equal 2, so 3 times f of 2, f of root 2. Okay, here 3 times f of root 2, in place of root 2 I'm going to write 2, so it will be 3 times 2, which is equal to 6. Number 6, the function f of x equal 5 represented by straight line parallel to x-axis and intersect y-axis at the point 0 and 5 like this. Okay, now let's study the linear function. The linear function is a function of the first degree. Okay, Okay, for example, if we have f of x equal x plus 2, so by putting, for example, x equal 0, so f of 0 equal 0 plus 2 equal 2. Written, okay, an order pair 0 and 2 represented graphically by 0 and 2 here in this position. Okay, there is a dot here. Okay, and if x equal 1, so f of 1 equal 1 plus 2 equals 3. Okay, 1 plus 2 equals 3. This is 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 here in this position. Okay, and if x equal 2, so 2 plus 2 equal 4. So f of 2 equals 4. So it will be 2 and 4 like this, and represented here 2 and 4, as you see. And if x equal 3, okay, so f of 3 equal 5. Why 5? Because 3 plus 2 equal 5, represented by order pair like this, 3 and 5, and represented here in this position as we see. Okay, so by connecting the points, so it gives me straight line. Because they are collinear, so this one is called linear function. So its name linear because the points represented by a straight line. Okay, and this is the first degree function. Okay, example, intersect y-axis at the point 0 and 2. Every time I need two intersection of y-axis, so I have to write 0 in place of x. Okay. Example 2, represent and find the point of intersection of two straight line. Okay, if f of x equals 3x plus 1, first I'm going to write a table like this, and here I'm write x, and here I'm write y or f of x, whatever you want. In place of x, it's better to write 0, 1, and 2. Okay, here 3 times 0 plus 1 equal 1. 3 times 1 plus 1 equal 4. 3 times 2 plus 1 equals 7. So I'm going to connect this number or to represent these elements in the graph like this. 0 and 1, 1 and 4, 2 and 7, and connect them by straight line like this. So we have here this line intersect y-axis at 0, 2, intersect x-axis at negative half and 0. Okay. Another example, complete the following. Number 1. The linear function given by the rule y equal to x minus 1 represented graphically by straight line intersect y-axis at the point. As I said before, to find the intersection with y-axis, so you have to write 0 in place of x. So at x equals 0, okay, the function will be like this: 2 times 0 minus 1. Okay, which is equal negative 1. So y equals negative 1. So this one is 0 and negative 1. Okay, as you see, this is the intersection with y-axis. Another example. The function y equals 3x plus 6 represented graphically by a straight line intersect y-axis at the point. To find the intersection of y-axis, of x-axis, you have to write 0 in place of y. So it will be like this: 3x plus 6 equals 0. I'm going to send 6 to the other side negative, so 3x equal negative 6, and I'm going to write here 3x negative 6 divided by 3, which is equal negative 2. Okay, next. Equal here represented by negative 2 and 0. Now let's study the quadratic function. The quadratic function is a function of second degree. Okay, for example, f of x equal x power of 2 minus 2. This is a second degree equation. Okay, first, to represent this one graphically, I'm going to draw a table, but this table depend on interval. He will give it to you in the example like this. Here x belong to -3 and 3. This must be a given in the question. So I'm going to draw a table like this. Here I'm going to write x, and here I'm going to write f of x. In place of x, you have to write from -3 to 3. Okay, here x equal -3. By substitute, -3 power of 2 equal 9 minus 2 equal 7. And if f of x equal -2, okay, -3 and 7 represented here in this position. And if x equal -2, -2 power of 2 minus 2 equals 2. Okay, -2 and 2 represented here in this position as we see. If f of x equal -1, x equal -1, -1 power of 2 minus 2 equal -1, represented here in this position. Okay, here x equals 0, 0 and 0 power of 2 minus 2 equal -2, represented here. And x equal 1, 1 power of 2 minus 2 equal -1. Okay, 1 and the -2. Here 1 and the -2 in this position. X equal 2, 2 power of 2 minus 2 equal 2. Here in this position. And finally 3 power of 2 minus 2 equals 7, here in this position as we see. And then I'm going to connect them by your hand like this. To give me this curve, okay, which called parabola. I can find this table by using the calculator like this. Okay, let's stop.